Welcome to Securing Windows Server 2016 Virtualization. My name is Robert McMillan. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer and solutions expert. This course is based on the 70-244 certification from Microsoft. If you're experienced with virtualization, you may want to skip through the first few videos as we go into some of the basics of what virtualization is and some of the different products that are out there in production. So let's talk about what is virtualization. Well, it's a masking of resources. Server virtualization is when we have multiple server operating systems all running on one physical computer. We mask individual physical servers, processors, and operating systems from server users. They don't even realize that we're using virtualization because the servers look like any other physical server to the user. The server administrator uses a software application to divide one physical server into multiple isolated virtual environments. In order for virtualization to work, we must have a processor capable of running virtualization, or VTX as it is sometimes called. This needs to be enabled in the BIOS or UEFI at startup. Let's talk about some of the different brands of virtualization software that are out there in production. The first one is VMware. This is known to a lot of people because it is deployed in many small to medium-sized organizations. It's a very mature and stable product. One of the drawbacks would be the cost. It costs a lot to run all the different products to make VMware work beyond just the free software that you can get just by downloading from VMware. Some of the different tools allows you to manage multiple different physical servers all in one interface, and that costs money. Support also costs money and sometimes takes a while to set up. Another product is Xen. Xen is also a mature product, but we see this more in large data centers than we see in small offices. And the reason for that is because Xen has great enterprise tools for deploying and securing virtual machines for a very large organization very quickly. Another product would be VirtualBox. This is great for universities, colleges, or nonprofits because it's free. It comes from Oracle. You can download it for many different platforms such as Windows, Macintosh, or Linux. It's not seen in production environments very often because there's no enterprise tools, and it does come with a significant amount of bugs. But it's a great learning platform. We will be concentrating on the Hyper-V product. This comes built into Microsoft Windows Server and has a lot of the advantages that the other products have without the disadvantages. For example, you can manage many different physical hosts from one server, but without the additional costs. You can also get support fairly quickly just by calling Microsoft 24/7 without having to pre-set up any type of account. All physical Windows Server 2016 licenses come with 2 free virtual licenses, so the cost savings can be significant. In upcoming videos, I'm going to demonstrate how to enable Hyper-V and install some virtual machines. But let's take a quick overview of how to set that up. Here's how we enable Hyper-V in Windows Server 2016. First, we need to enable virtualization in the UEFI or BIOS as mentioned earlier. Once that's enabled, we can boot into Windows and install the Hyper-V role in the Server Manager by going to the Add Roles and Features wizard. Finally, after reboot, we go in to set up the network for Hyper-V and we install our first virtual machines. All of these will be demonstrated in upcoming videos. Server virtualization is a great way to use one physical server to divide up and create many virtual servers, which can save space, lower electricity and hardware costs, as well as create highly available servers. Stay tuned to watch demonstrations and listen to explanations of how to secure Windows Server 2016 virtualization.